It's day 3. We are in Jeju Island. I initially thought that the whole island is the UNESCO World Heritage Site, but I was wrong. Turns out, the UNESCO World Heritage Site is called the Jeju Volcanic Island and Lava Tubes, and today we'll be visiting part of it called the SeongSan Sunrise Peak. Doggo. The doggo pee. It can also be called the 성산일출봉 tuff cone, and this place was formed around 5,000 years ago. Before we went up, my grandparents thought that it was pretty steep and they opted out from going up. For reference, this tuff cone, spelled TUFF, is 180 meters high. Luckily, there was something like a temple at the foot of the tuff cone, and so my grandparents visited that with my aunt. Halfway through the ascent, I started taking off my jacket just like many other people as I was perspiring because climbing the stairs felt like an exercise. As for this, I'm convinced that they were going up to repair something with their heavy equipment, but I didn't get to find out what it was as they quickly disappeared from my line of sight. I reached the peak before my parents, but they didn't stay very long as we were told by the tour guide that we needed to be at the bottom by a certain timing to keep to our itinerary, so they went down first. I was just there taking photos and videos and enjoying the view, as I am sure that I will be able to reach the bottom by the agreed time. It was a very nice view and I wanted to take my time and soak it all in before going down. That's mom. Oh no. After descending half of the way, I realized that I missed out an area, which are these huts over there. We didn't have the chance to explore the area as we were only on track to directly reach the bottom on time after spending so long at the peak. This was due to a mistake of not looking at the map of the area before going up, as we were too excited to reach the top, and for reference, that is how high up we went. On the itinerary of the day, we went to a Tangerine Farm and we are allowed to pick and eat the tangerines on the spot as well as bring some of the tangerines home with us.
Oh, 你看，啊，哎，你看，我点那个手么美，你看。
For lunch, we ate at the Jusangjeolli restaurant where it is almost like a KBBQ place, but the meat is a la carte. They had this fried rice prepared to be cooked in front of us, and I think it is only for tourists as I didn't notice any locals having this kind of treatment. Afterwards, we took the tour bus to the Jusangjeolli Cliff. This place was formed when lava from Halasan mountain erupted into the Sea of Jeju. These rock pillars here are shaped like hexagons and are very pleasing to the eye. There were many tourists using selfie sticks, and you can't help but think that something bad will happen. Sure enough, this group over here had one of them drop their phone onto the cliff. Oh no. I did contemplate climbing down and helping them get their phone, but as I was still deciding, one of them had already climbed over the fence. Luckily for them, they got it back and no one was injured or caught. Next up, we went to the Te디베어뮤지엄. In it were many portraits of a teddy bear pictured around the world.
Hello. Hello.
Their display cases were labelled with Chinese characters instead of Hangul, which left me pretty confused. There were different exhibits from different themes in this museum, and I just took videos of those that were more interesting to me, as I felt that it was kind of a scam if I took a video of every single exhibit. Otherwise, there is literally no point for people to visit the museum anymore. There was an area beside the cafe that was outdoors, and it felt like those extra content from video games, as there were barely anyone around. It would have genuinely been a nice place to relax, if only the snack truck was real. But it didn't really matter, as we went for dinner afterwards. This place has my favourite mackerel, as it was salty and savoury, and it mixes well with rice. It is hands down the best fish I had this whole trip so far. Anyways, it has been sunny for the past few days, and since it hasn't snowed yet, we were very excited to see the weather forecast predict that it would snow on Christmas. It was because a friend of my dad was here a week prior to this, and it was snowing heavily. It is starting to become a daily thing where me and my sis would try different bowls of instant noodles from Korea. I picked this up because of the cute egg-looking chicks, thinking that it would be an egg-flavoured noodle, but after hearing myself say this out loud, it was obvious that it was purely a chicken-flavoured one, which it is.
So that's the female one. That's the male one. The difference is the hands. So if your left hand is on top, it's the female one. And if your right hand is on top, it's the male one. I don't know what she's touching it for. What are you touching it for?
Everything.